Hello, class 9th. Hope you all are good. Now, children, and your exams are over. You got your result also of half yearly. Now, again, your online classes start. So, children, concentrate in your studies and be regular and punctual with your studies, right? And send your assignments as soon as possible, right? Now in this video today we will learn about the new chapter, that is your chapter number 5, periodic table. And let's start first. Periodic table. Actually, periodic table is a table or a chart in which all the known elements are arranged in such a way that the elements with similar properties are grouped together in same vertical column and the dissimilar elements are separated from each other so that their means the elements are grouped together in a vertical columns according to their similarities and dissimilarities, right? For example, just look at this first column where sodium, potassium, first group, that sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, they are grouped in, they are all kept in one group. Why? Because they all are metal and they have one electron in their last shell, means one valency shell. But if you compare sodium and nitrogen, sodium is a metal and nitrogen is what? Non-metal. So they both are separated in both are kept in different groups or different vertical column, right? And sodium is a solid and nitrogen is a gas, and sodium has one valency electron while nitrogen has 5 valency electron, right? Now the table you see here, it is actually a modern periodic table. But before this modern periodic table, many attempts were made by different scientists to classify the elements. But before talking about the history of periodic table, we must know that what is the importance of periodic table and what are the reasons for classification of elements. All of you know that till now 118 elements have been discovered, and it is really difficult to learn about each and every element. But if we classify these elements in some groups so that the elements in each group have similar properties, then by knowing the properties of one element, we can predict or forecast, or we can tell the properties of other elements present in that group, right? So what is the importance of periodic table? It makes the study of elements simple and easy. It helps to systemize the study of elements, and it helps to correlate the properties of elements with the fundamental properties of elements. For example, just see here, this neon, argon and krypton, they all have 8 electrons in the last shell and they all are inert gases, right? Now next is it reveals the relationship between the different elements. For example, this fluorine and chlorine, both are kept in same group because both are non-matters, both are gases, both have 7 electrons in their outermost shell, both have atomicity 2, and both react with matters to form ionic compounds, etc. Right? It also have to forecast the existence of other elements. Means we can just tell what would be the next element. Let's discuss the attempts made by different scientists to classify the elements. First, we will talk about the Dobbernius triads. And actually, Dobbernius in 1829 he gave triads law, that he arranged the similar atoms in a group of 3 and showed that atomic weight of middle element is approximately the arithmetic mean of the other 2. Okay, now next is your Dobbernius triads. Daubigny arranged the triads of lithium, sodium and potassium. These are the chemically analogous, means similar elements, which are arranged in their increasing order of their atomic weights. And what he found, that the weight of sodium is equal to the weight of lithium and potassium, the average weight of lithium and potassium. Now just see, the lithium weight is 7, atomic weight is 7, and potassium atomic weight is 39. When we add this 7 plus 39 and divide it by 2, we get 23, and 23 is the atomic weight of sodium. So what he said, ki now we can easily, these are the similar elements. The same way he gave example of chlorine, bromine and iodine. Chlorine weight is 30. And he found that the atomic weight of middle element, that is bromine, is equal to the average weight of chlorine and iodine. Right? So what was the achievement of Daubigny's triads? It was the first attempt to relate the properties of an element to its atomic weight. But this method of classification was rejected just because of some reason. That is your first is your, this classification is applicable to a limited number of elements. But Daubigny's classification was discarded. Why? Because actually it was not applicable to all the elements. Many dissimilar elements were grouped in triads, and the properties of elements grouped in triads were found not to be similar. Right? And that's next. Now next scientist was John Newlands, who attempted to try to classify these elements, and actually he was a lover of music, so he arranged the elements on the basis of these musical notes. As all of you know that sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa means seventh note of this musical note is same with the फर्स्ट वन, मतलब फर्स्ट जो तुम्हारा पहला वाला जो नोट है म्यूजिक का, एंड द एट्थ वन आर सिमिलर. द सेम वे ही अरेंज द एलिमेंट्स इन द ग्रुप ऑफ एट्स, and that's why the name is given octaves, right? And actually his law is known as Newland's law of octaves. Actually this time only 56 elements were known to that time, right? So he arranged these elements in the increasing order of atomic weights in series of 8, and the 8th element shows the resemblance in physical and chemical properties with the first element. It's just like a musical note. Just look at your lithium, beryllium. He arranged lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and what? Fluorine. How many are there? These are 7, and 8th one is your what? Sodium. And sodium can come below the lithium, and the properties of sodium and lithium are similar. Means first and 8th element properties are similar. Second, the same way second and which one? 9th one are similar. And this is this law is known as Newland's law of octaves. But this classification is also discarded. Why? Because actually the method showed odd grouping and failed to leave spaces for undiscovered elements. And second, the method of classification showed meaning with light metals only. But it was failed with heavy metals beyond potassium, right? Then Mendeleev in 1869 he arranged elements in increasing order of their atomic weight and in the form of a table, and what that table is called Mendeleev periodic table. This arrangement had elements with similar properties which are appearing at a regular intervals. Just like Newland, he arranged the elements in group of 8, and 8th element come below the first one, right? The same and the first and the 8th element properties are similar. The same way he arranged the elements in a increasing order of their atomic weight, and the elements which come below the first one, their property their properties is similar to the first one. This arrangement had elements with similar properties which are appearing at regular intervals, and this phenomenon is called periodicity of properties. and the properties which repeat themselves at regular interval of time, regular intervals, are called periodic properties, right? And these periodic properties include your atomic radius, that is your atomic size, ionization potential, electron affinity, which I'll explain you later on. Now, what is and then Mendeleev gave a periodic law, and that is known as Mendeleev's periodic law. And what it according to this law, the physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic weight. Means physical and chemical properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic weight. As the atomic weight increases, these properties are also either increases or decreases. These vertical columns, what he said, groups, and horizontal rows, he called them as a periods. Now, properties shows a gradual change from metallic to non-metallic on moving from left to right in a period, and some gaps were also left in the periodic table for the elements which were not discovered at that time. This is your incorrect atomic weights of some of the arranged elements even were also corrected with the knowledge of atomic weights of the adjacent elements. Means Mendeleev correct the atomic weights of some elements on the basis of the knowledge of atomic weights of the adjacent elements.
Thank you, children.